Hello, everybody. My name is Deepa. I am an energy intuitive, energy healer, wisdom channeler, and a transformational coach. So today, I will be talking about the full moon energies. It had happened yesterday, but full moon energy is relevant 2 days prior, 2 days before, afters. So still the energy is still here, and we still can talk about it. So, and I'm this is my first video in this channel, so we'll see where the channel goes. And I just felt called to share this video, and felt called to share my own gifts and what I can reciprocate with my gifts as well, because energy is always reciprocated, and energy is always recycled. So again, I am an intuitive channel, wisdom channel, energy healer, and also a transformational coach. And I'll be going through the full moon energy update, or I would rather say energy intuitive nudge about the energy, which was on April 23rd, 423. And the 423 number is a powerful number, I feel, because it's 234, and it resonates, or it correlates with our next chapter of our life. So 123 is like the beginning, and then 234, I feel, is the next chapter of our life and new beginnings in a way, or maybe upgrade. So I'll be, if you see me moving like this, the energy is moving through. So, and I'm doing the live reading. I didn't prepare for it because that's how energy wants to talk and move. It's not about preparation, too much preparation. The full moon energy is powerful, was powerful. I felt it 2 days prior to the full moon's energy. And you know how how the moon is illuminated fully to the full moon. I feel our own sometimes deep unconscious, subconscious stuff, shadows, not in a bad way. Shadow is not bad. It's subconscious, unconscious stuff, the emotional subconscious, emotional layers stuff comes up and gets illuminated. Until the full moon date is like a peak of the illumination, I guess. How it correlates with the full moon illuminating. And it's shining back. The light is shining back to our own subconscious realms. Sun is more you can say the ego, or the more of the masculine. And the moon is more of the feminine, feminine in nature. So all our stuff, emotional ones, that we don't want to see is also illuminated. So that's why I think in full moon some people are, they say, acting crazy. So probably that's one of the reasons they're like, all the emotions are coming up, which I stuffed up. Anyhow, so it was potent in that way. And this full moon, let me connect to the channel. 1 second. And I'll ask you to also be receptive to the message, whatever is coming through. It is a powerful time of transformation, and it's a powerful time of transformation, and it is illuminating to the parts of your life which you want to work on. You've been wanting to work on it for a while, but then you still have a resistance to it. So it is illuminating parts of your life, gently nudging for you to look at them, for you to see them, for you to understand them also. So it's more so a gently subtle energy. And what comes to my mind is I'm doing a course called Conscious Creator. And Conscious Creator is about not pushing and forcing or universe telling you in the background like, hey, you need to do this. It's not that. It's your own conscious choice of what you would desire, how you want to divert the energy, flow of energy, that we all have energy flowing through us, as long as we are open and receptive also. So it's about choice also, not just a willpower choice. It's about choice from all our parts, choice from deep within us, and then also choice from the ego level or the conscious mind level. Like, do I want to do this? Because it's not like just the soul is choosing, it's all our parts are choosing with it, right? Your identity is also choosing and shifting as well. So it's a powerful time of understanding what is going on behind the layers, behind the scenes, behind the surface that you're seeing, behind the chaos maybe you are feeling. Going a little bit behind it, understanding what is going on, understanding all your parts and being with all your parts. I feel this full moon is also illuminating. I think it coincides with the solar eclipse energy. It's very, very strongly supported by the solar eclipse energy that happened 2 weeks ago, I believe. Is that, one second, train of thought. Solar eclipse distracted me. So it coincides with the solar eclipse energy where, things that were not seen, things that were not being worked on is being light is signed upon it. And it's our choice. It's our choice to see it or work with it, right? And I feel what is coming to my mind is like the A's of conscious creator, conscious choosing, conscious creator, where you are one choosing what you desire, what you want, you're wielding the life to where you want it to go. And that's more conscious choice rather than you are wielding, you are, navigating in the driver's seat instead of you being in the passenger seat. And so that is a big change and shift a lot of people are seeing probably. And I don't want to talk for all the collective. Let's talk about whoever is going to be tuning in, to people like me and people who are on the conscious path of creating life, that they want, they desire. So what I also see is a lot of little bit of sacral chakra energy moving through us, a fire energy, which fire is always a energy which fuels, also it burns or clears things that is no longer needed in the way or no longer aligned with the path you are choosing, path you are trying to go. So the fire energy, which is a gentle one, it kind of like destructs the things that no longer is aligned with the path you want to go. So the more the conscious creator, conscious choice is more about this is what I want. And what happens is like, not with the will only, willpower, mind willpower, but with our own alignment and with all parts, it's like this is what I want. And then whatever is no longer serving that path, because even you putting the attention to focus to this is what I want is already creating the power of like removing the things that is no longer in that path. So you are choosing the path basically. And no, the path is always being chosen. It's not like you make a choice and then, oh, done for life or done for this whatever cycle. No, you always make the choice. You always are given a choice to choose back and choose back and choose back and choose back. And that's the power that we are wielding, I would say. That is the power we're wielding. Is we are powerful energy here. So this is going to be energy transmission here, okay? And I'm moving through the energy for myself as well. We are, shown that we have the power to create with our mind, with our conscious choice, with our being. We're shown that we have power to create and wield our life. Wield our life. It's not just creating for creating sake, creating for creating sake, right? It is not for that. It is creating because you desire it. You feel that pull, you feel the desire within you, and you are wielding the life to the path that you choose. It's nobody else's choosing for you. We have operated for a long time for other people choosing for us. Other people's choices. We can, we subject us, or we, sublimation, like, how do you call it? We kind of like surrender, like, okay, this is the path everybody's walking, so I gotta walk this path. But no, we are creating, we are choosing consciously that this is what I desire. And for that consciously choosing, what we need, what we require is to be able to be with all our parts. Because a part of us may be programmed to run in this way and run into the collective's way, and a lot of wounding and a lot of past experiences shaped how that part thinks and how that part chooses. So it's about choosing from all our parts, and that is how we can choose consciously, or more intentionally, you can say, because the word consciously also is used nowadays and would have connotation. But you are choosing. When you have a choice, it's easy to make the choice when your parts are aligned with that action, right? And that is not the case most of the time. All our parts are not aligned, so we have to hold space for all our parts. We have to hold space for all the parts that is coming up, not judging, loving them, and holding space for them. And they can choose to walk with other parts, meaning the more on the forefront part, frontline part. And they can be like, okay, I understand you, I see you, and I see that you understand me as well. So I resonate with parts work a lot. And if you don't know much about parts work, Teal Swan has a video about parts work. You can watch it, and it's just about all the parts which are fragmented sometimes, or like we are separated, the parts are separated from each other, a polarity in a way, where we had to do that to survive or comply with the conditioning of the society. And we submiss basically some of the part, and then we act with certain parts, or create certain personality to comply with conditioning. So with the parts that are suppressed, the parts that are kind of denied or disowned, that is what is integration. A part work is. It's like try to integrate it together, and they can work together. So basically, so what else? Yeah, there is a wave of energy that is creating, and I just want to share that even I am doing this full moon interpretation or energy reading, it doesn't mean that it has to go this way. We don't need to attach a meaning and so hold on so tightly through it from our mind, because what that does is we don't open up to new possibilities, new meaning, new interpretation, because we're always evolving all the time. A new meaning, new interpretation, new way of understanding can emerge unless we have a space to allow that. So even if I'm saying this, I also myself don't want to attach a lot of meaning to it, okay? So let's just gentle energy update, okay? Just tune into what resonates for you, and tune for me also tune into what resonates for me. Even when the channel energy is coming, I can choose. Say, okay, well, it doesn't resonate or it does resonate. So yeah, new way of doing, a new way of being is being shaped. So maybe it's a very, very initial stage right now. And for me, yeah, there is a lot of, let's not talk personal, but for a lot of people, what they desire is something that is a little bit out of the norm, out of what they have seen. So the path to go there, reach there, is not going to be the norm too. Norm meaning what everybody is taking. Everybody's. It's like Tony Robbins say, if you, I forgot the, like, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So it's like you want ease, you want flow, but then there's programming about you need to do hard work and this work. So basically you have to kind of do it a different way, right? Even if there is to reach your whatever goal, there is 10,000 paths, maybe, it's the saying. But then you can reach a shorter path or an easier path or a path that you desire. Actually, it's the path that you desire. It's not easier or shorter, but it's the path that you desire. And that path you can only decide. And that path is not going to be exactly like how other people choose, because they chose for themselves. They chose with their conditioning. And we don't want to just follow their path or say compare to their path. I feel so many of us, we get sucked into or pulled into, not sucked, but pulled into this comparison mode where we now we don't watch a lot of people don't watch TV, we watch YouTube or we watch social media. And what social media does is you don't follow one person, you don't see the feed of one person, you see feed of like 100 of people. And then it's easy to compare. In the TV used to be at least one actor or two actors or whatever, a TV program, right? And the advertising could be like, well, it's not relevant for me, and we can just, I used to do that, like, no, I don't want to listen, I don't want to pay attention to it. So we could have chose to just disconnect in that way with the advertising. Now they advertise you from all the ways. So now it's like easy to compare because all you see is the advertising. Even the posts that you see, they are just highlighting a part of their life, and they want to show it in a way where people are going to see it. They are going to resonate with it. They're attracted to it. So you're not seeing the real stuff sometimes. So easy to compare it because we think that is the real thing sometimes. And yeah, some of it is real. Most of, like, for me, I don't really follow fake stuff, fake things. But some of it is also marketing, and we don't want to compare to the marketing stuff of people and compare ourselves there, because they're marketing the consumers, right? I love like exploring, and I love going deep dive, so I'm just bringing it. And I think even going deep dive, we can explore it in a deeper ways. So, in a tangent, but a good one, I guess. So the comparison mode, we compare a lot. I mean, it's easy to compare nowadays, but so not comparing, I guess that's what I was saying, and understanding your path is your path, not comparing your path to everybody's path. Because your path of least resistance might look very different, and your own soul, your own channel, your own like higher self, and your soul energy, whatever, is guiding you all the time. It is guiding you to the path of least resistance. But we try to compare it, or we try to see like this is how the person went there, where we don't know actually if this is how the person went there, because they might have a $10,000 course back in their uh, they're doing that and implementing other people's stuff, but they didn't just go right away there maybe. So we think that just following what we see will get there, but then understanding that you have your own unique path to where you want to go, and your soul is always guiding you. Soul is always giving you the nudges and breadcrumbs to follow. And sometimes we're not shown the whole path, maybe because it is overwhelming for us, and humbly, because I sometimes struggle with like why I'm not seeing a whole, I don't get the understanding that this first path can lead to the other path. And because our mind doesn't understand it, we see everybody else is doing different way, right? But understanding that the whole path maybe is going to be overwhelming, because you can only go to the next iteration of you, not the 10 next iteration of you, not the 10 next steps right away. Just like mountain climbing. The mountain climbing is not a like straight line, but it will go around and round, make it a little easy, right? And even round the mountain, and then you go to the top, or however, like like this. It's not like straight. That would be a little hard, right? And once you go to the next step, you build some momentum, you build some strength or so, or like now what you call the capacity to say, okay, this was easy, and now you can move on to the other step, right? And all that. I don't know if you're feeling the energy. I'm a energy channel also, so energy just moves through me, and I am feeling all the energy. So there is a lot of understanding, unveiling going on the background, and what the maybe this energy is wanting us to do is also giving us chance to consciously be in that path. Consciously meaning you choosing. Your conscious mind is also on board with it, not being forced to do anything in that way, but you are choosing and you are creating with the choices that you're making. Not just willpower, but choices that you're making with all your parts intact, aligned. And that does take a lot of willpower too sometimes. But that also takes a little bit of focus and determination. Not determination, it's like clarity about where you are going, right? A lot of people are just wandering around without knowing where they're going, because they're following everyone else. They're like, not saying in a bad way, but like sheep in the herd, is following the herd. And so basically no one is, if somebody doesn't like the way where they're going, it's hard to not, you have to be getting out of the herd and saying, oh, this is the path I want, this is where I want to go. And you get scared, people get scared about like getting out of the herd. So question is, who is actually who is actually who is actually shaping that the herd's path? Sometimes it's our conditioning, sometimes it's society, sometimes it's a bigger power dynamics going on in the matrix, that well, you gotta work hard to make money to pay your bills, or work hard because inflation is going on, and all that thing that is shaping the sheep to go some way, right? And then it's like, hey, I see the awareness of where I'm going. I see that. I see the intention behind it too. Now, what do I want to create, or what do I want? First of all, what do I want? And that is a powerful statement and powerful question to even ask, contemplate for a lot of people. But then sometimes with the contrast of seeing what you don't want, you ask yourself, what do you want? What do I want? And that is a path of understanding, exploring, and seeing everything, and understanding all your parts. I think that's it for today, for sure. I can go on and on, but because I love as a transformational coach, I love like talking about this topic of creating our life, and and not choosing path, but creating our life, and leading our life as well, like leading the life that you want to create, because you have to be the leader to create the life you desire for yourself. And because a lot of people are just going with the what other people are doing, and they're okay with that, and that's fine for them. Probably that is totally okay. But then if you are having that nudge, like, this is not what I want, you have to be like, this, what do I want? So before I leave, I wanted to share that I am doing a intuitive guidance, a wisdom channel, group live reading, or wisdom channel intuitive guidance group event, where I will be giving you guidance of wherever you are at, like, meaning whatever you need support with in your current journey of life, and giving you some guidance from the higher realms, from my higher self, which is connected to the higher realms, and from the source energy. And as an intuitive guide, intuitive wisdom channel, I just share information that is relevant in your journey right now, and just help you with the opening or expanding the mind, and maybe even heart, because energy moves through while I channel. And if you are interested, I will leave the link below. So that event is going to be happening tomorrow, Thursday, April 25th. Yeah, I'm good at number now. April 25th, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And it's going to be very affordable price, because it is a group reading, and I wanted to do it that way. I love group energy. I feel if one person, if I'm reading, or if I'm, like, what you call it, doing an intuitive channel for one person, the other person also receiving a similar, maybe they're in similar journey, so they receive the message as well for them, and they receive the guidance and wisdom transmission for them as well. And how I see it is also a powerful container for also moving through the energy and the complexity that is coming up, like moving through the resistance that is coming up. And it's more so a subtly gentle reminder of, like, hey, whatever the channel and the guidance comes, it is for the highest good, I guess. So if you're interested, I will leave the link down below. Very, very affordable price, and also limited seats, because I want to So you will be receiving 15 to 20 minutes of intuitive guidance. Each person is receiving 15 to 20 minutes of intuitive guidance in the container. So it's individually, I'll move through each person individually giving the guidance. So I'll leave the link below, and if you're interested, I would love to have that. Would love to have you in there tomorrow. What else? Yeah, I feel also just to remind you that as energy moves through us, it's always good for us to be grounded, also be intact with our regular life, because I feel a lot of times we in a spiritual community we go into these realms, and then we just energetic realms a lot, and then we don't ground it to the physical realm. So the physical realm is really important because that's where the action takes place, that's where the impact takes place, also that's where the physical matter also moves, right? And it's not about physical matter, but it's also about embodying and really impacting your own life in that way, bringing down that energy to the life. So we're bringing the energy down to where we want it to go, and then that may be our physical life, physical like reality, current reality, all that, whatever you need and whatever you require at that moment. And understanding this part of you, the human part of you, is very, very important as well to be creating an impact in your life. Because if the human part, meaning the physical body and the needs of the physical body, emotional needs and mental mind needs are not being met, it's not gonna, you can't really take a leap of faith or take a step two, because when needs are not being met, you can't go to the desires. Like, we need to work with also the needs, because otherwise the needs and desire might be like this, well, I would desire this, but my needs are not being met. So let's work together with your desire and needs, all of it, in a whole, in a whole container. And that is it for today. Hopefully, I have no pressure, but hopefully I might make more videos. We will see. Um, it is a big leap of faith for me as well. So if you're interested to watch more videos, like and subscribe in this channel. I am about just sharing my wisdom. I'm about transformation. I'm about transforming my own life and also sharing that journey with others, because I don't want to just project and say do this, do that. Well, I am not doing that. You understand? It's about sharing my own journey and saying, hey, this is working and this is what the wisdom that is coming for me. Let me share with people as well, because we are in the similar journey, right? And yeah, and my way of working with things is more holistic, more parts work, the wholeness work, coming back to the wholeness and seeing us for all our parts, loving all our parts and all that thing. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If anything is coming for you in this full moon energy and you are transmuting or you are transforming or you are working with it and loving it, comment down below. And yeah, that's all I gotta share. And I just want this community to be loving and supporting and just nurturing to our own journey. That's what I want in this community, is nurturing in our own journey and sharing each other, rather than saying you need to do this, you need to do that. Sharing each other what exactly is going for you and how you are dealing with it, or it's like sharing wisdom, or sharing our own journeys, wisdom, I would say, and just loving and supporting each other on the way. Okay, All right. Have a good one. Bye.